15 years for it. How does it feel?
This is a great moment for us, Steve. I'm just so proud of these guys. They worked very hard. They deserve it. Steve, please. Well, I was just, they're a great ball club. Didn't expect us to move the ball as well as we did, but we moved the ball very well in the first half. And, I think this is a real great tribute to our kids.
Do you have any problems at all at halftime about overconfidence?
Oh, no. Our kids are ready to go out in the second half.
Okay, congratulations, God bless you.
Steve, thank you very much. It's just a pleasure to have you here.
All right. Steve, back to you. We'll try and get some more for you.
Okay, Steve, thank you very much. Couple quick stats here that we have unofficially. Steve Hodges for William Jewell, 17 rushes, 99 yards, and that sign right there is appropriate. Wildcat fever, catch it. You see both sides, some fans out in the middle of the field now celebrating the national championship, won by Linfield today, the final 33-15. Receiving for Linfield, Lance Lopes, their tight end, had a great day. 4 catches for 79 yards. Tim Nicrelli, 3 catches for 48. Howard Hines, 3 catches for 43 yards. All around, a great effort from the Linfield College Wildcats today, also from William Jewell. 2 great teams today, but Linfield did things right, stayed away from the mistakes. Steve Wick, ready to go? Go ahead, down to Steve. Steve, go.
Okay, with me now is quarterback Randy Mueller. Randy, your first complete season. You couldn't ask for a better finish.
Dream ending, I guess. We thought it from the first of the season, but it was always a dream, and it just came true today. Super effort from all the guys.
What was the thought there on the bench when you're down 7-0?
We've been there how many times all year?
8 now.
8 times. No panic again at all. Just come back, make a few adjustments, and come back at them.
Seems to me that the regular
I'm fine.
season was tougher than the playoffs.
Definitely a little bit. We play some tough teams out here, as I'm sure they do too. I think we're a little more keyed for these playoff games, and we just came out with a great plan and put the coach's efforts, into effect.
Now, you have another year of eligibility left. Are you going to come back and play again next year?
I don't know for sure. I haven't decided. It's something that I'm going to have to think about. I've got some time to do it, and I'm going to take this winter off and, just relax and enjoy Christmas, and then maybe decide the first of the year.
I'm sure Al would love to have you back.
Yeah,
Steve, that's it from here. Back to you.
Okay, Steve, thank you very much. We'll take a quick timeout right now. Back with more of the celebration. The final, Linfield 33, William Jewell 15. Linfield, the winner, 33-15. They're clearing away right now the field for some post-game ceremonies. We're waiting for those to take place right now. We have some highlights for you from the first half. We'll show you those highlights as to what happened. There you see the championship trophy. Right off the bat here, the first play from scrimmage. Groom to Jimmy Reed, 87 yards on the play. That was the very first play of the ball game after William Jewell received the kickoff. Automatically, right now, 7-0, William Jewell on top. But Linfield comes back. This is Dan Crowell, 30 yards on this run right here. A key play on their first drive here, and this sets up a touchdown. Crowell, a great day today, as really all the Linfield running backs had good days today. They ran the ball well. Here's Linfield's first touchdown. Mueller to Bostic. All of a sudden, it's tied at 17 apiece, and we have ourselves a ball game. Next up, the interception here by Mike McAllister, who was the defensive player of the game today. That sets up another touchdown. And watch this. Dan Crowell again on the trap up the middle, 15 yards. Linfield is in command at this point. A great effort here. Tim Nicrelli, a sophomore out of Lake Ridge High School. A little swing pass, and look at the work here. Nicrelli just does it all on his own. Breaks a couple tackles. A great second, third, fourth effort. Touchdown, Linfield. Now the punt, and this is what we mean about mistakes. It bounces, touches Twig in the leg. Linfield recovers. This is late in the second quarter, and it leads to this touchdown by Mike Freeman. 26-7, Linfield leads at the halftime break, and really that was it. Here, 4th and goal. Kelly Groom went for it, could not get it. William Jewell had a chance for a touchdown there. Then they came down, had a chance for a field goal. It was blocked by McAllister. Things just did not go well for William Jewell. Here the pass play. Groom intercepted. Mike McAllister. Groom again. Look at the pass rush. McAllister again. Groom fumbles. Recovery here. Linfield. That leads to another Wildcat touchdown. You're looking at the difference here in the ballgame, and that was the defense. Here's the touchdown in the second half. Mueller to Lance Lope made it 33-7, and it was all Linfield, and that pretty much did it. Here again, Kelly Groom, he started working out of the shotgun in the second half. He got a little more time here. This time he hits Hodges for the touchdown. 33-15 the final. Too little, too late for William Jewell for that last touchdown. But 33-15 the final score. National championship for Linfield.
I tell you, Steve, just a very special day in McMinnville and a very special day for all the followers of Linfield College. The Wildcats and the Cardinals playing in their first ever national championship game. Now, not against each other, that of course obvious, but neither one of these teams had ever reached a title game prior to this afternoon in McMinnville. A first for the Cardinals, a first for the Wildcats, and now for Ad Rutschman, who has been such a great coach through 15 full years now at Linfield, 11 Northwest Conference championships. Now he can go home tonight and he can say, we have done it all. We can do no better in 1 year.
You know, when you talk about Ad Rutschman, he's come so close so many times to winning this football national championship, but he couldn't quite get over the hump. He made it to the semifinals and lost a couple of years ago, but this year he won the big one, and he's worked awfully, awfully hard for it.
Well, you know, you talk an awful lot about athletic ability, but I think right now you have to talk an awful lot about the character of the kids. They were down 7-0 as we just looked at the instant replays, and we saw the 87-yard scoring pass on the very first play of the game. But the Wildcats were certainly undaunted by that. They simply came right back. They knew they could get themselves right back into the game, and they did so on that very first series immediately following that. That was the touchdown that the Wildcats evened up the game. Point after touchdown was good. Scored another touchdown very, very quickly. They were on top 14-7, and they were certainly never headed after that. Our score at the break was 26-7, so we only had one touchdown for each team in the second half, and the final score reading 33-15. And now we have the players individually for both teams going out on the field here at Wortman Stadium. And right now we have the players for the team that lost the game today, William Jewell College out of Liberty, Missouri, but a good, strong effort by this team that will wind up the year with a record of 10-2.
Again, let's give credit to William Jewell. They started the year very strong. They were ranked #1 in the country for 4 weeks. They lost their 7th game of the year. They dropped to 6-1. But then they advanced all the way through the playoffs to this game right here for the national championship. So congratulations to William Jewell College for a great effort this year. They deserve a lot of the credit. As for Linfield College, heck, they did everything right, didn't they?
Well, it was just a great year for Ad Rutschman, and I know that last year, after not even winning the Northwest Conference title, he was certainly very disappointed about that, Pacific Lutheran winning it, but the Wildcats certainly came back this year. They had one major scare. Really, the closest game that they were coming to a loss was against Lewis and Clark and Freddie Wilson. But it was a great year for Linfield, coming back, playing very well, and just an exceptional team. Exceptional credit must go to all the coaches, I think, Steve, because Ad Rutschman has been the head coach, but a head coach cannot do it by himself. He has to have good assistants who know the game inside out. And, you know, I got a kick out of thinking back about visiting with Ad this week. You don't want to ask a coach if he's confident because he doesn't want to say the wrong thing. But I had a very strong feeling of confidence in Ad Rutschman's mind that his Wildcats were going to win this game when you and I spent Thursday afternoon with him.
That's right. When you speak of that confidence, you saw it so well out on the field today. And we talk about when Steve Wick was down the sidelines after Linfield tied it up at 7 and went ahead 14-7. But this team is confident. We know we can beat these people today. So that's what you mean about confidence. They knew they could do it. And Linfield now is receiving their awards as Randy Mueller, the most valuable player offensively for the Wildcats. We'll be right back with more of the post-game ceremonies for you after a short break. The national champions in the NAI Division II, the Linfield Wildcats, are now receiving their awards for winning the national championship. Steve Wick is right down there for you with this update. Steve?
Stay with me now is Kyle Tarpening, defensive back, or safety rather, place kicker. Kyle, defense did a fantastic job. The offense put 33 points up there, but you guys held them to 15.
I don't know what I can say. Each game we just keep doing better, and coaches come up with great game plans. They do all the work, and we just do what they tell us to do.
You're out there in the field so long. We made that point a couple of times in the second half, almost the entire third quarter. Were you getting tired?
A little bit, but the intensity's so high that you don't even think about it.
What were you guys thinking there first quarter? All of a sudden down 7-0 in one play.
That's kind of where we want to be. Called the comeback kids. They get their 7 points, and now we can start going.
What was tougher, the regular season or the playoffs? So the playoffs we made look like a breeze.
Well, it's tougher because they're tougher teams, but I don't know, we just seem to rise to the occasion.
All right, Kyle, congratulations.
Thank you.
Steve, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Steve. Kyle Tarpening. Very, very important person in that Linfield defense. Mike McAllister, Mr. Swanson. We can go on and on and on. That defense really played a ball game today.
Just an incredible effort, Steve. I don't think there's any doubt about that. And I think the defense really came to the forefront in the second half, because I think you and I made the comment to look for William Jewell to go to the air, that the Cardinals out of the state of Missouri would probably throw the ball, and they tried to throw the football, but Linfield just did a tremendous job, the great intensity level, the great overall skill, and just a very, very strong performance for Linfield all afternoon long. You know, I want to pass along one comment. When we look down here in the field right now, this is really what college sports and what sports should be all about. You notice we have the table out here, the award ceremonies going on here at McMinnville High School Stadium, and rather than having the losing team run off the field and disappear, the losing team is here, the winning team is here. Many of the fans have stayed in a gigantic circle right in the midst of the football field. The table has been set up, and there are winners and there are losers. But, Steve, I would have to say today that both sides are winners, because these are the two finest teams of NAIA Division II football, and I don't think we should forget about the fact that William Jewell had an outstanding football season, and they have nothing to hang their heads about as they head back home to Missouri tomorrow.
We saw some pictures of Coach Rutschman receiving his award and then going back to the players, and I'll tell you, there was one shot there that pretty much told the story. Coach Rutschman and his players are a close unit. All the players have so much respect for him. He has respect for his players, and it just happens year in and year out. It's a great, great program down here, and they should be congratulated for it.
Well, as Rutschman picks up his 112th career victory, and there you see it.
The president of the college, Dr. Charles Walker, holding up the championship trophy that the football team won for the school today. Look at the people. We just had a great crowd here today. Well, the NAIA Division II football season is history for another year. Linfield is the 1982 national champion. We congratulate both teams for a very outstanding and a great effort today. We congratulate the Channel 2 engineering crew. They did a great job for us today. All our camera people, all 5 cameras that were on the field, everybody did an outstanding job, and we thank you for watching us today. This is our first football game we covered today. I hope that we brought home a product that you enjoyed. For Bill Johnson, for all the camera people, all the engineering crew, for the NAIA, for Linfield College, for William Jewell College, I'm Steve Arena. Thank you. Have a nice evening. Good night.
This exclusive live telecast has been brought to you by Smith's Home Furnishings, where we give you more. Portland, Tigard, and now in Salem. By Willamette Savings and the new money market account. By Beaverton Honda in downtown Beaverton. Best selection at the best prices. And by Safeway, where you get a little bit more.